Hello everyone. I hope you all are keeping good health. Today we will continue with chapter 3, exercise 3.2. Now in this 3.2 you will deal with mod. Now what is mod? Mod means the observation that occur most often. Yes, or you can see the observation with highest frequency. And the next part is median. Median means in a given data arranged in ascending or descending order, the median gives us the middle observation. So in this case, it is very essential to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. Moving to exercise 3.2. Yes, question number 1. The scores in mathematics test out of 25 of 15 students is as follow. Find the mod and median of this data. Are they same? First you will find mod, then median, and then you have to check whether they are same or not. So what I am doing here is I am arranging them in ascending order right now. Although it is not necessary for mode, but it is necessary for median, so I am arranging it right now. Now the smallest one is 5, next 9. So entering it in a list, mark cross in the given list, so that later on you will not get confused with which data you have already entered in the list and which one is left. Now the next one is 10, next 12, next 15, yes, next 16, next 19. Now next one is 20, but as you can see here, there is 20 how many times? 3 more 20s are there. So after this 20, you will list out all the 20s that are given to you. Again. Now the next number is 23. Next is 24. Next is 25. Again you can see one more 25 is there. So you will list it out too. Now we are supposed to find mod. As per the definition, the number with highest frequency or the observation which is occurring most often. You can see here the highest frequency observation is 20 as it is coming 4 times. So the mod is 20. Now we are supposed to find median. To find out the median, as the list is already in ascending order, you will find the middle term. So start from left and right and move inward. Yes, the boundary numbers are 525. Move inward like this, one at a time. Finally, you will reach to the middle term. And yes, the middle term is 20. This is your median. Are they same? Yes, they are same. Moving to your next question, and that is question number 2. Now, this is a run scored in a cricket match by 11 players. Now again in this one, we are supposed to find mean, mod and median, and then you will check whether they all are same or not. So first I will do is, I will calculate mean. Yes. How we will find mean? You will add all the observation divided by total number of observation, that is 11. Now add all the observation. What will you get? Divide the 2. So this is your mean. Now we are supposed to find mod and median. So for mod or median, first you are arranging it. So first smallest one is 6, then 8, then 10, then again 10 is there, then 15, two more 15s are there, then 50, then 80, then 100 and 120. Mod is the number which is occurring number of time or the number or observation with maximum frequency. Yes, it's 15. So the answer is 15. Moving to median. Yes, start from the boundary numbers and move inside. Yes, which one is left? So 15 is a median. Now the next part is, are the three mean, mod or median are same? You can see mean is different. So we can say no, they are not same. Now moving to the next sum. That is a fourth one now. Find the mod and median of the data. The data is given to you. How many observations are there right now on the screen? Yes, it's 9. So first you are supposed to find mod. Arrange the data. See, arranging is only essential for median, but I am arranging here so that it will become easy for you to figure out which one is coming number of time or which number is having maximum frequency. Start from smallest. Yes, twice. Now 13, again twice. Then 14, this is thrice. Next is 16 and next is 19. So the mod is 14 as it is coming 3 times. Next we are supposed to find median. For that again boundary, move inward. Finally left with the middle term. Yes, and it is 14. I hope the concept of mod and median is clear to each one of you. Now, moving to exercise 3.3. This basically deal with bar graphs. So in exercise 3.3, we will solve bar graphs. Now in this question number 1, you have to use this graph given to you to answer the question. The very first question is, which is the most popular pet? As you can see, the highest bar length or height is of cat. So yes, the answer is cat. Next is, how many students have dog as a pet? Now what is the height of the bar at dog? It's 8. So the answer is 8. Yes. Moving to question number 2. Again we have to answer the questions. Now in this one you can see there are no horizontal line as it was in the last question. So you can use your scale to figure out the value which is indicated by the bar, and if it is not clear we can write the approximate value. The first one is about how many books were sold in 1989, 1990 and then 1992. So when you will check for 1989, you can see it's between 100 and 200. It is crossing the middle of it, and it is not very close to 200, but it is closer to 200. So yes, we can approximate it as 175. Moving to 190, 1990, again this is a similar case, but it is between 400 and 500. So we will show it as 475. And the last one is 1992. Here you can see it is below the middle, but not very close to 200. So we can use it as 225. Now, next one is in which year were about 475 books sold? About 225 books sold. Yes, we have already solved the first part. From the first part, you can say that 475 books means 1990 and 225 books means 1992. Next is in which year were fewer than 250 books sold? 250 fewer means yes. Now you can see here 225 is smaller than 250 and the book sold in year 1989 is also less than 250. So the years are 1989 and 1992. Now the next one is, can you explain how you would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? Now as you can see, again the same concept, 1989. Yes, it's between 100 and 200, crossing the middle of them, but not very close to 200. So you will write it as 175. Yes. Moving to your question number 3. Now, as you can see in the screen, we will use this graph paper. As in question number 3, a table is given to you. As per the table, we have to draw the graph. Now, the very first thing you will do to draw a graph is draw a horizontal axis, that is x-axis. Then you will draw a vertical axis, that is y-axis. Yes, after the axis, the next thing we are supposed to do is we will start marking on each dark line. You will make a dash like this. Now you have to choose a scale. Scale means the readings that you will mark here. As per the value, it will be easy for us to take a gap of 10. So I will start from 0, then 10, 20, 30, and like this you will write all the readings. Now you can see the last reading I am using here is 140 because the greatest reading in the table is 135, so we are basically crossing it. Once this marking and reading is over, you will label the axis. Now the y-axis is showing you the number of children and the x-axis is showing you, yes, what it will show you, class. Now the first value that you are supposed to plot here is 135. Now see, other than this labeling, marking, axis, the very important thing that you are supposed to mention here is a scale. As you can see, there is a gap of 10, 10 and we are mentioning children here. So the scale, you will write it as 1 unit is equals to 10 children. Now the first will be from dark to dark. Bar you will draw with a height of 135. That is middle of 130 and 140. Like this. Make sure to draw the lines on the dark lines. The next one is 120. Again, we will leave the next box and now you will use the next to next box to draw the bar. Yes, we can easily draw a bar with a height 120. Yes, and once the bar is plotted, we can write the class inside it to mention that first bar is for 5th grade, second is for 6th. Next number is 95, that is the middle of 90 and 100. Again leave the one box and plot the bar on the next one till the middle of 90 and 100. Now the next one is 100. That is very easy to plot. Yes. Once the bar is plotted, we can write the class inside it. And the last one is 80. Yes, till 80 we will draw. Once your 9th is over, you will draw till 80 to show 10th class. Here you can see in the graph, the neatness should be there. You have to draw the axis lines, whether X or Y, on the dark lines. We have to mention the labeling here. We have to draw these bars on the dark line. See, equal gap is there between each bar. The width is also same of each bar. And the gap between the marking is also same. This is a must. Scale should be there. Yes. Once the bar is over, bar graph is over. Yes. Moving to some subparts. Yes. Which class has the maximum number of children and the minimum? We can refer the table or the bar graph. So the maximum is 5th and the minimum is 10th. Find the ratio of the class 6 to the student of class 8. Ratio means first you will write the value of 6th class and then for the 8th. Cancel 0 zeros, cancel them out in the simplest form. 6 are, 5 are, final answer is 6 upon 5. You have to represent the answer in ratio. So it is 6:5. Next. Question number 4. The performance of a student in first term and second term is given to you. Here in this, you have to draw a double bar graph. Again, first you will draw the x-axis, then the y-axis, make a dash at equal gap. Decide from 0, you will take a gap again of 10 here. Yes, between two dark lines there is a light lines. How many lines are there? There is a gap, yes, of 10 lines. So we can easily point out 67, 55, 73 like this. Now label it. Your y-axis is showing you the marks and the x-axis is showing you the subjects. Yes. Now, but here you can see there are two different marks. One is for first term, second is for second term. So we will use the dark to dark line gap into two slots, one for first term and one for second. Yes. So, yes, the very first reading is 67. 67 means you will count after 60. You will count 1, 2, 3 till 7 and you will make a bar till 7th line after 60. Yes, here too scale is of 10. Now, next one is 70 on the same column. Yes, it's very easy. You have to move till 70. And you will label this one as English. Now, the next one is for Hindi. It's 72. Maintain a gap of one box. Draw a bar to show first term marks. It's 72. That is second line after 70. Next is 65. That is fifth line after 60. Mention it as Hindi. Next is 88. Eighth line after 80. 95. Fifth line after 90. Similarly, 81 will be first line after 80. 85 will be fifth line after 80. This is for science. Next is third line after 70 and then fifth line after 70. This is for social science. Now, how will you figure out which color is showing you which marks? So we will mention that too. Here on the right corner, yellow is for the first term and green is for the second term. Once everything is over, here you have to answer some subparts. In which subject has the child improved his performance the most? Now first you will notice in how many subjects he is improving. See, in English, yellow is smaller, so he is improving. But he is not improving in Hindi, so we will not consider this Hindi now. Then it's maths. Yes, yellow is smaller than the green one. It's science and it's social science. We can easily figure out with the help of this bars which is having the maximum gap between yellow and green part. Yes, it is maths. So we can say the answer for the first one is maths. Now moving to the next one. In which subject is the improvement the least? Again, you will not consider here Hindi because it is not showing you improvement. And the least one will be the minimum gap between the yellow and the green one. So, the minimum gap that you can notice here is, yes, in social science. It's a gap of 2. See, instead of this graph, we can use the table. We can subtract the 2 numbers and you can see the gap. The least gap will show you the least improvement. And has the performance gone down in any subject? Yes, it's Hindi, in which the yellow is greater than green. So, you will list out the answer as the improvement is most in maths, improvement is less in social science, performance goes down in Hindi. I have already explained you these subparts in the graph. Now once the graph is over, now you will move to the next new topic and that is probability. Probability means favorable outcomes upon possible outcomes. Favorable outcomes means the outcome that you need. Possible outcomes means what are the outcomes that might come when the particular condition is there. Yes, now see how. So for that, you will solve exercise 3.4, question number 1. Tell whether the following is certain to happen, impossible, can happen but not certain. You are older today than yesterday. Yes, it's correct. So it's certain to happen. No one can change it. Yes. Now, a tossed coin will land heads up. Whenever we will toss a coin, is it necessary that every time you will get heads up? No. It can come, but it is not necessary that it will always come. Yes? So can happen, but not certain. A die. What is die? That you will use while playing the Ludo or the snakes and ladder. A die when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. Is it possible? No. Why? Because die has a marking of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is impossible. Now the next one I am solving here is the 5th one. Tomorrow will be a cloudy day. It's not necessary. Yes, it is an assumption. So we can say can happen but not certain. Next, question number 2. There are 6 marbles in a box with number from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. So whenever we will take out a ball from that box, the marble from that box, either you will get 1 or you will get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So possible outcomes here is 6. In the first condition, it's given what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2. Now you have to check the probability for getting number 2 on the marble. Now as you know, only one marble is having 2 on it. So the possible outcome, from the possible outcomes, the favorable is only 1. So the probability is favorable upon possible, that is 1 upon 6. Now the next one is, what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 5? Again, the possible outcome is 6, but here the favorable is 1. Why 1? Because yes, only one ball is having a marking of 5. So probability is again 1 upon 6. Moving to question number 3. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. What is the probability that your team will start? So when you will flip a coin, either head will come or a tail will come. So possible outcome is 2. Now to start the game, either you will have a head or the tail, whatever you have chose. So the favorable outcome is 1 and the probability is, yes, 1 upon 2. I hope the concept is clear to each one of you. Yes, that's all for today. God bless you all.